So we're going to talk about the CIA. Now, this is going to be a little bit more mind-blowing than you expect. I'm here with the world-famous comedian Ron Placone.
What's up, Jimmy?
And so we've told you about the CIA. You know what the CIA does. I don't have to tell you. The CIA been overthrowing people. They overthrow democratically. They overthrow more democratically elected governments and torture people before 9 a.m. than most people do all day. I'm pretty sure. There's a joke somewhere in my head. You know, you see it coming. So the CIA, they overthrew Iran, they overthrew Iraq, they overthrew Libya. They're causing misery in Syria, trying to overthrow it. They're trying to overthrow Venezuela, Bolivia. I mean, is there a place that they haven't done this, right? Haiti. They won't stop. That's all they do. That's all they do. That's what the CIA is there to do: overthrow governments at the behest of capitalists and oil companies. So now they put out this. They have a Twitter account. The CIA has a Twitter account. If anybody should be banned for fake news, shouldn't it be the CIA? Shouldn't they lose their Twitter account? They're not.
Who would follow them?
I'd
be like, you know who I need to follow? I need to follow the CIA.
I'm going to guess 70% of Hollywood. Right? Ron, you were here when we covered.
Yeah, you're probably right, which is sad.
I mean, they're all in the CIA. But Moby even admitted that he worked. I mean, they all admit that they get flattered that the CIA. Oh, they think they're fighting the Nazis instead of what they're really fighting is the socialists. They're fighting the people who are socialists. They're not fighting Nazis. That's what they think. Oh, the CIA wants me to help fight the bad guys. No, the CIA wants you to help fight the good guys.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Who was that guy? Remember he tweeted out during the Russiagate. He had the CIA mug. He was a big star, and we made fun of him.
You're not thinking of Moby?
No, he
did that like song. And,
no, this was a handsome young man from The Office. And then he's went into did a movie. He did a movie.
Yeah, I know.
You remember that guy?
Jim Krasinski?
John.
Was that?
Krasinski. Yes.
Is that it?
Yes.
Okay.
He was handsome. He's a handsome.
Yeah, he's a good looking dude.
Okay, so it's that guy. So who would follow the CIA on Twitter? I'm going to guess 70% of Hollywood. That's what I'm going to guess. It says.
Your guy.
Yeah, John Krasinski. All those people. So it says hashtag Wednesday Wisdom. I am unapologetically me. I want you to be unapologetically you, whoever you are, whether you work at the CIA or anywhere else in the world. Command your space. Mija, you are worth it.
I like how that got real specific to like really broad so fast. Whether you work for the CIA or do anything else anywhere in the world. Anything else.
Wow.
They're really connecting with the Latinos on that. When they say Mija, I'm like, oh my God, they're speaking to me. Wednesday Wisdom, Mija, I'm worth it. Wow. Thank you for CIA for helping me command my space.
Wow. Command my space.
Sounds kind of dirty if you think about it that way. I like it that way. I've been commanding my space for a couple of years now. It's been working out. Mija.
Command your space, Mija. You are worth it. It's just that the space that you're commanding might be bombed by the CIA. Just so you know. They might use a cluster bomb on you. You never know. So be careful where the space is that you're commanding. Here, you think this is... be whoever you are. Unless I don't like who you are. Then you're on a list. Command your space. You are worth it. Just don't command it in another part of the world we're currently bombing, okay? Don't do that. Here we go.
When I was 17, I quoted Zora Neale Hurston's How It Feels to Be Colored Me in my college application essay.
And now I quote Dick Cheney.
The line that spoke to me stated simply, I am not tragically colored. There is no sorrow dammed up in my soul nor lurking behind my eyes. I do not mind at all. At 17, I had no idea what life would bring, but Sora's sentiment articulated so beautifully how I felt as a daughter of immigrants then and now. Nothing about me was or is tragic. I am perfectly made. I can wax eloquent on complex legal issues in English while also belting Guayaquil de mis amores in Spanish.
And I can cover up torture in 3 languages.
I can change a diaper with one hand and console a crying toddler with the other. I'm
a mom, so I don't have time to notice the child casualties from the CIA. I'm busy changing diapers.
Woman of color. I am a mom. I am a cisgender millennial who's been diagnosed with generalized anxiety disorder. I am intersectional, but my existence is not a box-checking exercise. I am a walking declaration, a woman whose inflection does not rise at the end of her sentences, suggesting that a question has been asked. I did not sneak into CIA. My employment was not and is not the result of a fluke or slip through the cracks. I earned my way in, and I earned my way up the ranks of this organization. I am educated, qualified, and competent, and sometimes I struggle. I struggle feeling like I could do more, be more to my...
We could kill more, overthrow more, disrupt more, inflict more pain and misery, and give more people general anxiety disorder in other parts of the world.
Can I put out, like, I mean, this is a marketing disaster on so many levels and for so many reasons. But, man, I don't think I would ever want to work at a place where I felt like where I would feel compelled to give the disclaimers that she just gave. I am very happy working here, and just so you know, I did not sneak in here. I did not. It's not a fluke that I'm here. It's on purpose. They hired me. I went through 3 interviews. They all want me here. At least that's what they say when I'm around, and I'm quite happy. Tuesdays are Taco Tuesdays. We do
Wednesday Wisdom.
Wednesday Wisdom. On Fridays, the beef stroganoff is to die for, and we wear wacky ties. And I didn't sneak in here.
Casual. Okay, there's more to this.
And I struggle leaving the office when I feel there's so much more to do. I used to struggle with imposter syndrome, but at 36, I refuse to internalize misguided patriarchal ideas of what a woman can or should be.
A woman can also push an evidence-free conspiracy theory in aid of the establishment. A woman can also McCarthy smear anyone who's a political opponent of the establishment. That's right. I'm a woman. Fully.
I am tired of feeling like I'm supposed to apologize for the space I occupy rather than intoxicate people with my effort, my brilliance. I am proud of me, full stop. My parents left everything they knew and loved to expose me to opportunities they never had.
Jesus Christ.
Because of them, I stand here today a proud first-generation Latina and officer at sea.
The head of your organization is a bona fide torturer. And she was a woman.
Didn't she shatter that glass?
She shattered the glass ceiling, Rod.
Yes,
Remember that. Gina Haspel, what's her
Yeah, Gina Haspel.
Mm-hmm.
She shattered that glass ceiling. First woman
Yeah.
as the head of the CIA, and then she picked up some of those shards of glass and she started torturing people with it.
Yeah.
She's not, her voice didn't go up at the end of her sentences, did it?
No.
CIA. I am unapologetically me. I want you to be unapologetically you, whoever you are.
I would like you to be apologetic about the torture program and about destroying the evidence. I would like you to be apologetic about spying on senators. I would like you to be apologetic about pushing an evidence-free conspiracy theory. I would like you to be apologetic about what you're doing in Venezuela, about timber sycamore, about Libya. I would like you to be apologetic about Iran, Iraq. What else? What is it? Everything you should be apologetic for.
Know your worth. Command your space.
Know your worth. Command your space. CIA. Why don't you just make this for the Crips? Why don't you just make it for, God, Timber Sycamore? Look it up. You guys fund terrorists. You guys are terrorists. Do you enjoy traveling, solving puzzles, and overthrowing foreign governments? Join the CIA now. I love this. Here we go. Black Lives Matter. Yes, we can. And the gay pride flag. That is awesome. Inept sociopaths go to prison. Competent sociopaths become CEOs. Clever sociopaths join the CIA. From Caitlin
really
Johnson.
Tweet.
And sometimes they're diverse. Just so you know, everybody is waterboarded with filtered water. We're very woke. And all bombs are made from recycled material. We care about the environment. So this is the CIA weaponizing wokeness. They're trying to use your wokeness in the culture to sell imperialism. That's job opening. The CIA is recruiting non-white individuals. We started to realize that it's seemingly impossible to send a white dude out to the Asia-Pacific region and blend in with the populace. We are expanding our kidnapping operations and hope that you can be in on it too. We did a story just the other day about how the United States is kidnapping foreign dignitaries for absolutely no reason. The United States is doing that against international law. But CIA, woke, baby. So the joke I used to do about, the perfect shit liberal, if the Democrats were around in 1860, they'd be bragging about their first transgendered slave owner. And that's what this is. You guys are bragging about your first, a woman of color who's in the horrible CIA. Wow. She will not apologize, Ron.
Yeah, she's
not going to apologize. It's like she just got the women the right to vote or something instead of what she actually did, which was overthrow another democratically elected government, spread an evidence-free conspiracy theory, and then McCarthy smear her political enemies. That's what they're doing over at the CIA. I don't know what kind of work you think you're doing, but you're not keeping us safe. That's for goddamn sure. The CIA just needs a range of diverse talent like any other large employer. It doesn't have any incentive to reject the reality that we live in a large multicultural society. Jesus. You're missing the point. I'm not saying that the CIA doesn't need diversity. A diverse perspective matters. I'm saying fuck the CIA. Hopefully that clears some things up. Yes. That's such a good... What a fucking stupid... Actual quotes from this new CIA recruitment ad. I'm a woman of color. I'm a cisgendered millennial. I have been diagnosed with generalized anxiety disorder. I am intersectional. I think it's safe to say the contemporary American left has failed. I would say. Ron, are you a cisgendered millennial?
Oh, geez. I actually...
You're not sure what that is either, are you? I'm not...
well, I'm a millennial.
You don't know what a cisgendered is? You are such a bad lefty. I'm going to kick you out. You're going to get kicked out.
Yeah, I would be. Yeah, no, that is...
What are you, a white supremacist? You're like a white supremacist. What are you going to say?
I just... No,
you just Googled
cisgender.
You just Googled it as I asked you.
Yeah, I did. So yeah, technically yes. That's
somebody
accurate.
at the CIA knows what it is, and you don't know what it is.
That's why they didn't ask me to make the video.
Hand in your lefty card. You don't even know what cisgendered means.
I could have made that video. I could have been like, "Look, I'm a millennial. I wear glasses. I'm against war. So actually, I did sneak in here. That security guard is for me. Enjoy the TikTok.
I'm against war, so I did sneak in. I didn't pay attention during training, and I would not fill out the TCP reports. Ask Lundberg." Let's go back to Office Space, Rod. I'm making an Office Space reference.
I love that movie.
Me too. That's what that is. You have the TCP reports?
I know my stapler is on your desk. Didn't want to bring it up.
Here's what Glenn Greenwald says. He says, what this also shows is this type of politics, fixated on cultural identity, poses no threat whatsoever to institutions of authority. To the contrary, they love it. It's easily co-opted, and the liberal obsession with this stuff means they're not focused on how power is wielded. Man, that's exactly, I wish I was smart enough to say stuff like that, but that's exactly right. Here's Lee Fong. Is that how you pronounce it? I think it's spelled Fang, but I think he says Fong. Fang sounds scary. The traditional left goals of ending militarism, extending healthcare, and labor rights are race neutral, and they're universal rights. What wokeness does is cynically divide us into atomized, competing identity factions filled with hate and resentment so that we lose sight of our shared humanity. You know, I'm a white guy, so from where I'm sitting, that makes a lot of sense. Here's Glenn Greenwald again. Another white gay guy. Wokeness ultimately is neither really an ideology nor even politics. At its worst, it's about petty cultural control, but mostly it's just a personal branding image by those otherwise at a loss for identity, purpose, and self-esteem. That's why power centers love it so much. And here we go. History was made on Friday with the first ever all-gay U.S. Navy helicopter crew.
Progress. Progress.
You can't parody this shit anymore, Ron. You can't parody.
No.
They're doing it themselves.
I'm pitching this sitcom.
They're doing it themselves. I'm sure the innocent people being murdered by the U.S. military will be grateful that at least they're being killed by a diverse LGBTQ soldiers. Jesus H. That no sense of nothing. No sense of anything. Talk about a lack of awareness. That's supposed to be what I do. I'm supposed to be the guy with no awareness of how he comes off and what's happening. Because I'm a nightclub fucking pothead comedian. And that's funny when I do it. I'm the clown. Please just stop bombing us. And that's at Indica. Wow, Ron. So this was made as a joke here.
Right. Yeah.
But here
that's
it is.
Popular meme.
But here it is for real.
Right. Yeah. I mean, it's just so. It is just so mind blowing because it's as we all know, and this goes without saying, there are real issues of racism in the world. Of course, there's real issues of sexism, of homophobia, and when you weaponize wokeness in this way, it is just so dishonest and toxic and just gross and beyond a parody of itself.
So now,
beyond a parody of a parody of a parody.
Ron, I'm honest. Why would you insult the CIA, which props up women of color? It sounds like you're a white supremacist. I mean, why would you insult the CIA, which has long been known to be the safe haven of people of color around the world?
Well, Jimmy,
you're a white
because the CIA...
Go ahead. It sounds like white supremacists.
Well, because the CIA kills people, especially black and brown people, all around the world. So I don't really care about the diversity of an organization that I don't think should exist in the first place.
You're nitpicking. So, all right. So the CIA...
I want a pony, Jimmy. Get me a pony.
All right. So the CIA actually kills, bombs, and makes life miserable and commits war crimes against women and people of color all around the world. So
and they tortured some folks. But go on.
yeah, and they also hired that nice lady.
You're right. Everything's better now.
They're empowering them. Wow. Okay.
Can I see that picture again?
Of
The
the
helicopter team. Isn't that wonderful?
history was made on Friday with the first ever completely unself-aware crew of a helicopter. That was it. And they all happened to be gay.
And looking fabulous when they bomb.
Why in the fuck are you gay and you want to join the military? I don't understand that. I never understood. I understand the one to be for equality, but if you're joining the military now for any other reason besides I understand why people join it because of economics, because that's the way the capitalists have made it. So there are no decent jobs. You can't afford college, so the only way out is through the military. If that's that's understandable. But
I think that's the case for most people.
But I haven't. But are there still people you think around that think they're actually doing the right thing? Even after Pat Tillman, you really think people think they're protecting the country and fighting the bad guys? How do they not realize that we are the bad guys?
Oh, I wish I knew the answer to that. I mean, it's tough for me to say because I'm not at the age.
Yeah,
where,
they're young. They're young.
A lot of people in my group are going. I mean, when I was at that age, there were. I mean, and, even though I never, I never enlisted or was in the military or anything like that, I think the Iraq War changed a lot of people from my generation. And I was one of them. I mean, I became very radicalized because of the Iraq War. I mean, before Iraq, I wasn't really paying much attention to politics. I was in high school, whatever. And then, that war happened. I wondered why the hell we were there. I was seeing friends and family going over there in a war that I didn't understand why we were in. And I woke up. I learned a lot. I started reading some books and asking some questions. And, it really changed my perspective on the world, really. And I know that some people who I knew in my life, they, enlisted in the military thinking they were protecting freedom. And they got home and they did not feel that way anymore. So, and I don't think that's a very uncommon story.
And
know your worth.
They went
know
right,
your worth.
And they went right to the Minneapolis Police Department. Anyway, or Chicago, or any police department. It doesn't matter. Cops are cops, coast to coast, the same. All right. Great story. Fantastical. I love the it's the gaying of the military. It makes me feel so woke. Hey, everybody, this is the part where I tell you where all our live shows are, but there aren't any. And then this is why I tell you to join our premium program and get extra content, but nobody's got a fucking job. So just enjoy the video.